What is up, FPG fam? Further here, and welcome back to another Snowbreak video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be providing some feedback for this game, Snowbreak, a game that we all love and enjoy. Now, this is coming off the heels of one of my good friend Chaotic's video where he gave his feedback and constructive criticism and opinion to the developers in order to improve this game and make it the best that it can be. I think we can all agree as a community that this game has tons of potential. We spoke about that before. And we just want the best for this game because it has the potential to cement itself as an A-list game within this genre. But there are some things that need to be improved upon, and I want to go ahead and discuss that today. Now, I'm not going to go over the same points that Chaotic did. I'm going to leave a link to his video down in the description below so you can check it out and you can see his points and the feedback that he provided, which I agree upon all of them because we discussed them together on stream live for hours talking about this. But we thought it would be best to do it in a video format. It's easily digestible and we can get the bullet points out to the developers in an easier fashion. And we want the community to get in on this as well. That's another reason for doing this video. Yeah, we can provide this feedback directly to the developers through other means and channels, but we don't want it to just be about us content creators. We want the community of Snowbreak to get in on this in the comments down below because we know you guys have an opinion and have a voice, and we want to give you the platform to be able to provide your opinion and your thoughts and feedback and constructive criticism in a respectful way. So I implore you, go down in the comment section down below and go ahead and voice your opinions and let me know what you guys think. So we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. Now, before we do, there's one thing that I did want to address because I saw some interesting comments within Chaotic's video that I just don't agree upon, and that notion that all gacha games are like this and it's normal. Just because something is normal doesn't mean it's right. For example, if you go to a remote island where they eat people and it's normal there, that doesn't make it right. Now, I know that's a bit extreme, but you get my point on what I'm trying to state. So that is why I don't agree with that notion. I don't agree with that logic, and I want this game to be the best that it can be. So let's go ahead and go over my feedback, my constructive criticism, and what I would like to see change within this game alongside Chaotic's points. Now, the first one is being the battle pass rewards. If we go over to the battle pass, there are a few issues that I have with this. First and foremost, I think the battle pass rewards are a bit lackluster. I think they could provide more stamina. I think they could provide at least some more premium currency. I understand we get the vouchers here, but there could be some actual premium currency within here, except at the end only being 680. They can sprinkle that throughout this battle pass. Also, if you notice with the level up materials, there's no purple level up materials. I don't understand why. I think there should be some purples in here because leveling up anything, whether it comes to logistics or weapons, are very expensive. So I would like to see some purples in here. Also, if we can get some more digicash, that would be nice because everything is so expensive. So if they could provide more stamina, more premium currency, and more purple or just purple level up materials in general, that would be fantastic. Another thing, if you're gonna have the battle pass last for as long as it does, I think we should increase the level of the battle pass and not have it just be 50. I think this should go to at least 70 or 80. I think that's reasonable. I think everybody can get that done within that time frame. So if you're gonna keep it as long as it is, just increase the level and then increase the rewards. I think that would be fantastic overall. But that's just my thoughts on the battle pass. I think it could be so much better. Now, the other thing that I would go ahead and improve upon is the actual gacha. Now, I do agree with Chaotic because this was my idea to have the weapon banner be a guaranteed at the 60 pulls and not 50-50. I've seen people in the comment section saying that they won't be able to make money that way. They don't agree. It should be 50-50. That's the point of gachas. And I wholeheartedly disagree. I think that the character banner can remain 50-50 because there's still a good chance that you can miss out and you get a different character and then you have to continue to the full pity, which is 160. That's a lot of premium currency to go through, and that is a very large pity in of itself. Not to mention the rates are very low for a gacha game in general. This is not normal. This is what has been happening as of late per a model that has shown to be successful, but that doesn't mean that it's good and it doesn't mean that it's right. It should be changed and we shouldn't be going down that same path. I digress. The weapon banner, I think, should not be 50-50. I think this should just be a guaranteed at 60 because it's still a lot of premium currency and it's still a lot of pulls to do to be able to get the character and to get the weapon. Nothing feels worse than losing your 50-50 to a weapon that is within the standard banner, and then having to go to 120 to guarantee the weapon and having to go to 160 to guarantee the character. That is just way too much in my opinion. There are a few things that they can change. They can either make this guarantee, which I think is the most reasonable and the one that I think developers would be more willing to implement, or they can increase the rate for both banners to make it 1% instead of 0.7%. I think that's something that they can do if they want to keep 50-50 for both, or they can just increase the amount of premium currency that we receive, because I just don't think we receive enough of them. So those are the things that I would change within the gacha itself. Now, the other thing that I would change is the actual vouchers that you receive. So after you do a certain amount of pulls, you can come over to the shop, you can come over to the exchange here and the selected reward, and you can go ahead and turn the reward codes in and be able to get more pulls. But as you can see, you can only exchange them for either standard weapons that you see here, or you can exchange them for a standard ticket banner for pulls on the standard banner, or you can exchange them for pulls on the limited character banner. But as you can see, you're unable to exchange them for pulls on the weapon limited banner, and I just don't understand why. I think that is a huge mistake and something that they should change. They should allow you to exchange these for vouchers that you can use on the limited weapon banner. That's something that should be there, because if you have the character already and you miss out on the 50-50 for the weapon banner, you would love to be able to come in here and exchange them. That's exactly what happened to me. I lost out on the 50-50 on the weapon banner. I got the Olympus, which felt bad, but then I thought I can come in here and exchange some of my reward codes and get some more vouchers to be able to do some more pulls on the weapon banner, and lo and behold, no, you can't. You have to only exchange them for the standard banner or for the character limited banner. But I already had Chershing. I didn't need to do that. So it was just a feel bad moment, and I didn't understand that. So just didn't make sense. And as you can see, there is vouchers for a weapon modding agreement. Why can't you exchange the reward code for these? I have no clue, and I think that should be changed. So that's something that I would love to be updated and implemented in the future. And then the last thing really that I want to go ahead and touch on, because Chaotic really touched on a lot and covered a lot, and this is more of a pet peeve of mine and a nitpick. It's not really anything that's huge. This is something that can wait down the road. I would rather have the other things implemented first, but if I was to nitpick or say anything about it, is that the resources that you get, for example, stamina and other things that have a time limit on them or that are separate. For example, with the stamina, you have orange and then you have purple, and then you have time limit on the purples, like 13 days to use it, 12 days to use it. You understand, and they're just separated and you have to click them individually in order to use them. I think they should just all be combined. If you're gonna have a time limit on it, just be able to have a slider, a bar that you can slide across and just use them all if you want to, instead of having to click them individually one by one. For me, that's tedious, and I think it's just a quality of life update that they can make to be able to make it easier to just go through your stamina, or any material for that matter that are one and the same. You should just be able to do that and make it just so much easier. I think the last thing that I did want to go ahead and touch on as well is content in general. I think what they implemented in the beginning is great, and for events are cool, but I think they need to go ahead and expound upon them at this point in time. I think we're getting to that point where people are wanting to experience new and fresh content. I think what we have right now is pretty repetitive and has become a bit stale. I'm not gonna lie. I would love for them to be able to implement some new things, especially within co-op. I think they have such a huge potential with co-op that they can really delve deep into and go more in depth with. And I just hope they don't rest on their laurels and be complacent when it comes to co-op. I want them to be able to explore that deeper. And then with other modes they can really focus on, such as raids and things of that nature, I think would be a lot of fun. Once again, especially in co-op, I think that would be really cool. And then of course the normal things that Chaotic went over, resources, stamina, all those can be improved upon as well. But those are just my things that I wanted to touch on, and the things that I wanted to bring to the attention of the developers. And once again, I implore you, go in the comments down below, let me know your thoughts, let me know your opinions. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Be respectful, be mindful that there are developers that are working hard on this game, and they have been doing a great job fixing bugs at in a timely fashion, doing maintenances when needed, and getting things corrected. I do want to acknowledge that they did go ahead and bring a 4-star weapon for Churching. Now, I think this is something that should have been implemented in the beginning, or at least noted, for us to be able to provide that information for individuals in the community, instead of saying that Churching can only use her 5-star weapon and there's no good alternative 4-star. If we'd known about this weapon beforehand, we could have better informed the community and provided them accurate information. Now, just what we stated kind of is null and void. It's just one of those things where we can receive information a little bit quicker, and things can be done in a more appropriate fashion, in my opinion. Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I do truly appreciate it. Once again, so that way you guys are not mistaken, and to reiterate, I love this game. We all love this game, and we want this game to succeed, and we want it to be the best that it can be. It has tons of potential, and we want this game to be able to reach that potential, but it won't reach that potential if certain things aren't fixed or updated or improved upon. People will leave the game, and people will move on to different games that will hear the community's feedback. And I think they've been doing a great job of listening to the community, and I think that's a fantastic reason on doing this video and getting that feedback out there. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.